Hey guys! So today I think I wanted to talk about something that I heard Paul say in his live show with Liz, and that was about how internet friends aren't always transferable into real friends. And this kind of struck me because I think sometimes I make the assumption that just because I get along with someone on the internet that I would actually still be able to get on with them in real life, because you're still technically having a conversation, and therefore if you can make it flow on the internet, then why shouldn't that be transferable in real life? And I think it's quite obvious in some ways because obviously the pace of conversation on the internet and the way that you can orchestrate it is much different to how it is in real life. In real life, it's a lot more about how you interact as people and with your personalities and how you speak and how you formulate ideas on the spot, as well as just how you react to things around you sometimes. I wouldn't say you'd hide things because, I don't know, it depends what kind of person you are on the internet, I guess. Not necessarily hide from. I wouldn't say I don't think. If you're trying to be yourself on the internet, you don't necessarily hide yourself, but I don't think you do it intentionally. Like, there are some things that you won't actually get from a person until you see them talk, or you speak to them on something like Skype or something, but even then, it is different. But I also think another point is the fact that sort of how friendships develop is also very different. Like, your friends in real life, you probably share more sort of life experiences with them, and you've visited places with them, and you've made memories with them in different ways. And something I was thinking about is it's almost interesting going to like a live show with internet friends, because it's almost like meeting up with internet friends as if you'd meet up with your real life friends at like a physical place. And I found that really interesting because you sort of see everyone come together and develop as a community and as a group of friends, which I absolutely love. Like, it's a lot different to having like one-on-one conversations. I think also with internet friendships, it's very interesting to see how conversations can develop, because with some friends you may feel like you actually talk about quite a lot of stuff when you have conversations, but in real life perhaps it could be the opposite. Like, maybe you find it harder to make conversation, but maybe with some internet friends, like, you feel like you talk about a lot, but maybe in real life your conversation could actually span a lot more topics in real life, because you could actually get through them quicker and actually form a reaction and actually get through topics faster, and therefore actually perhaps cover more ground and learn more and have more discussions. So the internet can be good for getting to know people that perhaps you wouldn't get to know in real life because you'd just be too different. But also, to some people it can feel like a bit of a barrier because it slows things down a bit, because you can't speak as fast, because you've got to you have to orchestrate the conversation in some ways. Like, you have to sort of realise that sometimes you'll have to pick up on a topic you want to talk about with the other person, because there's not always outside stimuli, for example. I mean, I think I'd like to think that all of my internet friends are transferable into real life, but I don't know how many people I'd ever actually find that out about. I think that's another thing about the internet. Like, it's hard to feel like, I don't know, they're always valid friendships, you can't deny that, but it's also very weird thinking that they're very like they're very almost two-dimensional compared to real life friendships, because they're so different. But that doesn't make them. I absolutely love them. I think they're some of the best things that have happened to me, to be honest. But they are very, very different, and you can't really. It's very different kind of introducing internet friends to like people in real life, because the parameters are completely different, and the way they would interact is also different. And it's all very, very interesting, but also very weird. So yeah, I think those are the main ideas I've got in my brain. But I would love to hear what you think, because obviously it's really interesting to see how, I don't actually have. I had one internet friend who I met in real life, and that was quite an interesting experience, because, like, it was just interesting to see how the person she was on the screen sort of manifested in real life. But I don't think I've really done that with any other people, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about, whether you can actually tell from your internet friendship whether it is transferable, or whether it's the kind of thing where you do just have to get there and just see what happens. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, because today's been quite busy for me. I'm not feeling so off, which is really nice. I just got into what I wanted to do, and that was really good. So I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully it should be good. I've got quite a long day tomorrow because I'm on a trip, so maybe I'll talk about the trip. I don't know, we'll see. It's all sciencey, so it should be really, really interesting. So, see ya.